starting to ignite the home crowd.
Yeah, and they've just really stepped it up defensively. They've caused a couple of turnovers. They've gotten the defensive rebound and got out and run, and took advantage without Natalie Gracious being in the game. Kind of hard for the Pioneers to get a lot of offense going when she's not in the game. And, credit to the Titans, though. They've been really good on the defensive end.
Illinois Wesleyan riding a 7-0 run over the last minute and 11 seconds. Carroll led by as many as 18 at the 8:22 mark, and the Titans have drawn it back to within 8. But Brittany, what's the key for Illinois Wesleyan to keep their foot on the gas and not allow Carroll to have a response run to bring this game right back where it was?
I think just keep being really aggressive defensively. You've seen the whistle kind of change here. There's only 2 fouls for each side. Whether that's benefited either team, that's who's to say. But with their aggressiveness, they've caused some turnovers and some forced shots.
Denying Rangel the opportunity for the inbound. Eventually she gets it back. Pioneers with numbers. And one could say that's a smart foul against Knutson, as Gracious would have had an easy dump off.
Yeah, and, they almost turned her over in the backcourt there. Rangel just so good in the open court. And I know she wishes that whistle wasn't blown because that was an assist. But now the Titans have a chance to set defensively.
Smart foul in the moment. Might not be when this one's all said and done. That's her third. Answer. Second chance denied, foul called.
And that's just the difference that Natalie Gracious has made in this game. She's been so aggressive on the glass, and the Titans, when she wasn't in the game, were doing a really good job. But there, you got to find a body. Again, got to understand who's shooting that one. Not a great outside shooter. You got to find the ball, track it down there, and she did a good job of getting herself to the free throw line.
Zambali, that's her second. Gracious a perfect 3 of 3 from the stripe today. Bardick picked up the last one, her second. And a correction, they gave Bali the foul earlier on in the possession, so Knutson still has 2. A much-needed switch for Illinois Wesleyan.
Exactly, that's going to be an important switch there down the stretch in this game.
Ten to shoot. 4 as it didn't hit the rim with 2. White off the backboard, shot clock violation.
Yeah, Pioneers switching everything on that possession. They just didn't get a great look. I think Knutson probably could have been a little bit more aggressive to the rim. She had the size advantage, and then just a tough shot for Sawyer White there to try to get, a late shot clock look.
Seems like the common theme today is striking fast if you're the Titans. Don't allow Carroll to get set in the half court.
Yeah, they've been really good when they're able to set defensively in the half court and caused a lot of problem for the Titans. Big possession here defensively for the Titans.
Rangel around White, around Bali. Gets the offensive rebound underneath.
Yeah, a second chance opportunity, didn't convert it, but if you're the Titans, that's got to be a point of emphasis at halftime, is cleaning up the glass.
Pioneers with now 6 offensive rebounds. Knutson goes to work, and a foul called against Locher.
Yeah, Locher had a mismatch inside defensively, tried to switch out, and then it was a switch out to Knutson and just really aggressive. Knutson did a good job of controlling the dribble and, picking up the foul.
Team's third, her second. Toe on the line. Bali from behind, but Wisner still finishes.
Yeah, long shot, long rebound, and Carroll was able to get out and run in transition.
Long pass, Knutson answers.
Yeah, big bucket there, transition opportunity right back, and a good answer there.
First points in quite a while for the Maryville native. Foul called against the Titans.
Yeah, Barker didn't have anywhere to go with that ball at the last second. She sees Rangel on the wing, and, Grecius did a really good job of sealing that off, and Rangel sees it and attacks it. Not the possession you wanted if you were the Titans defensively.
Rangel a perfect 1 of 1 from the free throw line today. Shooting 70%. Carroll as a team, 5 of 6 from the line. Titans will have the opportunity for the last shot if they can get this rebound, or it's a make.
Yeah, and unless you have a really good look early, I think you want to hold this until the last shot.
0 for 2. Powers off of Grecius last.
Good battle there by Powers. She had the inside position and was able, to fight her off enough to let the ball out of bounds. Those are 2 big misses by Rangel, so opportunity here for the Titans to cut further into this lead with the last possession.
Chance to trim it to 6 with a 3. It's a paradox. The Titans haven't been the strongest when they allow Carroll to set up, but at the same time, Brittany, you don't want to give them another shot offensively.
Yeah, absolutely not. Not in this game. Down 9, you really want to make sure you're getting the best shot possible.
5 seconds. Jump ball, arrow favors the Pioneers with 2.3 seconds. They'll have to go the length of the floor.
Yeah, and just Palmer had the right idea there to attack, and then 2 came, and, there are a couple Titans on the backside asking for it, but just a hard look for her.
Pioneers run out the clock, and so the Titans are able to cut the deficit in half. They trailed by 18 early on in the second. They enter the locker room trailing by 9. We'll break down the first half when we come back on IWSports.com. Halftime at the Shirk Center in Bloomington, Illinois. First half, all Carroll Pioneers leading 43-34. Matt Sossler alongside Brittany Carper. Brittany, the Titans have been in this situation before. However, considering how well the Pioneers have executed, this hill might feel a little steeper.
Yeah, they were down 11 at half, against Carroll in December. I think being at home is definitely a benefit here. And I think late in the second quarter you saw them play a little bit better. They got better defensively, really ramped up their intensity, was able to force some turnovers. But really the story there in the first half, I think, they gave up 6 offensive rebounds that led to 9 second chance points. And they've given up 22 points in the paint. So the recipe for them to be successful, they can't allow those things to happen for them to come back in this game.
Illinois Wesleyan women's volleyball academic All-American Cannon Boyd will be honored in just a moment. Looking at some of the leading scorers for Illinois Wesleyan, Kate Palmer's the only one in double figures with 14, Ava Bardick with just 8, Huber with 8, and Katie Knutson with 4 for Carroll. It's been the Natalie Grisha show. She has 20, just 8 off her career high.
Yeah, she's been really tough for the Pioneers, inside, out, the mid-range. When she went out in the second quarter, you saw that little break there where they came back.
Now down to the floor to Hayden Warfield as the Titans honor Cannon Boyd.
Academic All-American, Cannon Boyd. Boyd, an elementary education major with a 4.0 GPA, became the first Titan women's volleyball player since 1998 to earn this prestigious honor, and is the 6th selection in program history. She made an immediate impact in her first season at IWU, earning second team All-CCIW and NCAA Regional All-Tournament honors this past fall. Boyd helped lead the IWU to a CCIW regular season and tournament championship, along with a Sweet 16 appearance in the NCAA tournament. Boyd, who earned third-team honors, is Illinois Wesleyan's 161st all-time academic All-America selection, a total that ranks top 10 across Division III and top 25 across divisions nationally. Fans, let's give a round of applause for our latest CSE academic All-American, Cannon Boyd.
Get Kim Nelson-Brown in the chair. I think they're going to pie her or something.
And now if you'll direct your attention to the left center court as Coach Thomas Flood gets pied in the face. Come on, fans, let's get loud for this. Hit him hard.
Some great halftime entertainment at the Shirk Center in Bloomington. Matt Sossler alongside Brittany Carper. Let's take a look at the implications of this game. They are massive. It determines, assuming the rest of the conference schedule plays out as expected, it determines who will host the conference tournament. Let's take a look at some of the tiebreakers around the CCIW, because that is the critical piece of data that we have to go off of, because the Titans took care of the Pioneers in December, so you see all the tiebreakers on your screen. Head-to-head, that's even at 1 apiece. Teams above the tie, there will be none if both teams finish with 1 conference loss. Teams below the tie, there'll be a handful of them. However, it will be the same record, both undefeated against every other team in league play. Then you go to road record, that's 1 loss, or 1-1, same thing. So then we go to the 5th tiebreaker, record in last 8 games, and there we have a winner. That will favor the Pioneers if they can hang on here, considering that they will be undefeated in the last 8 games, whereas Illinois Wesleyan would have a loss on their conference record. Then you go further down to point differential. The only way that will come into play is if for some reason Carroll drops another, the Titans drop another to the same opponent. There's a lot that needs to go on. So in simplest of terms, it's tiebreaker number 5, which is record in the last 8 games. If Carroll wins, then the Titans will simply need to win out, and Carroll will need to lose another game. However, if Illinois Wesleyan is able to come back, they could theoretically drop 2 of their last 5 games and still have hosting rights.
Yeah, so important game. When you get a chance to host the conference tournament, that's definitely something you want to do. It's just more comfort. You get the fans, the crowd behind you. You don't have to go on the road, and so they understand that. They've been in this position before, and like we talked about, there's such a veteran squad that I think they're going to come out in the second half and really understand what's at stake.
Take a timeout. When we come back, we'll peek at some scores from around the conference and take a look at the current situation in the CCIW beyond 1 and 2 on IWSports.com.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
Halftime at the Shirk Center in Bloomington. Matt Sosser alongside Brittany Carper taking a look at some scorers from around the conference this Wednesday night. On the women's side, Augustana up 43-16 over North Park. Elmhurst up by 5 against Wheaton. North Central and Carthage within 2. It's the Cardinals with the advantage. And we take a look at the CCIW standings and how this will impact the middle of the pack in the CCIW, because obviously this game carries implication in terms of who hosts. But looking at that 3 spot, Carthage with 4 losses, if they were to lose today, that would get them to 5, and if Wesleyan wins, that would nearly lock up a first round bye for the green and white. But obviously there are greater things on the mind of Illinois Wesleyan here today as they try to come back against the Pioneers, trailing by 9, and eliminate any talk of tiebreakers for the most part.
Yeah, so that middle of the pack, 3 through 6, you have a bunch of teams, really 3 through 8, that are in the running there to make the conference tournament. And so you're going to see some highly competitive games down the stretch here. Everyone's trying to fight for that positioning, and there's not going to be any games off for any teams.
One more timeout, and then we'll be back with the second half on IWSports.com.
Why is Illinois Wesleyan the #1 school in Illinois for jobs? Maybe it's because we're the AND University. That's right, A-N-D. And. Here you can explore the arts and study in a pre-professional program. Double major and play a sport. Do an internship and study abroad. Your opportunities are endless. Set yourself apart with a degree from Illinois Wesleyan.
Preserving a Legacy, our halftime segment presented by Will Square Capital, puts a spotlight on the rich history of Illinois Wesleyan basketball and the student athletes that have built the strong tradition of success. Tonight we take a look back at the career of former Titan great Samantha Monroe. Monroe played for the Titans from 2017 to 2021, appearing in 94 games and making 37 starts. She scored 595 points and dished out 193 assists while pulling in 219 rebounds. She's 12th all-time in career three-point field goal percentage and 24th in career assists. The St. Charles, Illinois native helped lead Illinois Wesleyan to 3 CCIW tournament championships as the Titans claimed the title in 2018, 2019, and 2020. A 2-time captain, Monroe powered Illinois Wesleyan to a 74-22 overall record and a 46-12 CCIW mark over her 4 years donning the green and white. A second-team All-CCIW pick in 2021, Monroe graduated from Illinois Wesleyan with a degree in elementary education in 2021. She currently teaches in the suburbs. Preserving a Legacy, our halftime segment, again presented by Will Square Capital. Titans trail by 9 in the second half on the other side on IWSports.com.
It's time to play Did You Know with Illinois Wesleyan. First off, true or false? On average, over half of tuition for accepted students is covered by scholarships and grants. True. IWU invests more than $40 million in scholarships and grants for students each year. Where has IWU ranked in highest earning graduates among small schools in Illinois? If you guessed number 1, you got it. And what's even better, IWU is the #1 college in Illinois for getting a job and number 7 in the nation. Last question, how much does it cost to apply to Illinois Wesleyan? If you said nothing, well, you're right. There's absolutely no application fee. So what are you waiting for? Visit, apply, and see all the opportunities for success that await you at Illinois Wesleyan University.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
Start of the second half at the Shirk Center in Bloomington. Matt Sosser alongside Brittany Carper. Titans trail 43-34 in a game that could very well determine the number one seed in the CCIW tournament, hosting rights, and also a critical 20th win for Illinois Wesleyan over a team that is receiving votes in the Carroll Pioneers. Brittany, the Titans trailed by 11 up at Van Male in December. What do they need to do to repeat that?
I think they really have to, try to capitalize what they did, there late in the second quarter. Great defensive pressure. They were able to kind of take, Carroll out of what they were trying to do offensively, force tough shots. They were better on the defensive glass. They were able to get out and run in transition. And so really important the first 5 minutes here of this quarter. They're able to, get themselves good shots, get back into the game, and really get the crowd behind them here.
Pioneers led by as many as 18 in the early stages of the second quarter. Titans start with possession. Up and under. Bardick, a little short on the layup.
Yeah, if you're the Titans, you're happy with that possession, though. Bardick got an isolation against Grecius, took advantage. The shot didn't fall, but I liked the look that they were able to get.
Grecius with 20 first half points. Rangel with the one-on-one. Pull up from Grecius. Powers with the board.
Yeah, good defense there by Huber, not fouling, made him take a tough shot, and the Titans were able to get the defensive rebound and get out and run.
Powers off the toe. Huber hit it off the baseline.
Yeah, good hustle there by Huber, though. Tried to keep the ball alive for a second chance opportunity. A little bit of a quick shot for the Titans, but, Powers had a good look, and so, you tried to get the offense going there.
The Amboy native scoreless today. That's certainly someone who, if she can hit a few, can make a difference in this game.
Definitely, and I think you want to see her get going, find her in transition, maybe get her an opportunity.
Skip pass, Wisner. Bardick with the tip, has Powers with room. Titans strike first in the second half.
Yeah, good run out there by Powers, a long rebound. Titans corralled it, and she was able to leak out and get the easy layup. Two really good defensive possessions here to start for the Titans, and what they've been good at is one and done.
Palmer with the strip, Bardick with the takeaway. Powers thought about it. Huber. Tap back. Carroll had a transition opportunity.
Yeah, you like that shot from Huber, though. She's really good shot from the elbow there, and good opportunity for them. Titans really helping inside. They tried to get it inside. Pioneers did to Grecius last time, and you saw 2 or 3 Titans in the area.
Layup just missed from Barger. Picked off by Rangel, toe on the line.
Yeah, and I think that had to have been the defensive talk, adjustment that the Titans made at half, is they're really crowding Grecius when she gets the ball, making it hard for her to maneuver around in there. And so the Pioneers are going to have to be a little creative in how they get her touches here in the second half.
Huber, travel. Chad Bardick on the wing.
Yeah, they like that action. They give Huber the high post. They dive the other post. She has a good drive there. Bardick was probably open for the 3 Huber liked. She had the corner, so, but just took an extra step there.
Grecius against 3 white jerseys. Pass through the hands. Chaos on the floor. Tie up. Arrow favors the Pioneers.
Yeah, and there you saw it. Grecius caught on the low block.
Both teams have been relatively silent offensively since the start of the second half. Bardick seeks an outlet. Powers. The Titans from deep. Now 4 of 8.
Yeah, good extra there by Sawyer White. Shot didn't fall, but I like the ball movement that the Titans created there. White really trying to heat up the ball here in the half court, causing, a rushed passing from the Pioneers.
The flip side, though, is you lose some size downstairs. Wisner kind of in the foul.
Really good pass there by Natalie Grisha. She saw the double. Wisner made a really nice cut, shot fake, and, finished the bucket, which the Pioneers needed. But I like what the Titans are doing defensively. It's like I said, make someone else beat you. It can't be Natalie Grisha's.
First points for the Pioneers in the second half. They're able to get the old-fashioned three-point look. Three from Bardick. Got it.
Good ball screen there. Pioneer defender went under, and Bardick steps back and hit the three. Big shot there.
She has 11, 3 of 4 from three-point land.
I think if you're the Titans, you just really have to keep trying to find opportunities for her to get touches on the offensive end.
Gracious draws 3. Should be a tie-up. Indeed it is. Titans get it.
And there you saw it again. Gracious gets the ball. 3 Titans defenders are on her. She's going to have to make quicker decisions. Either the ball has to go back out, you repost, or you have to make a quicker move there. But a really good defensive job there by the Titans.
Powers give and go with Palmer. Foul call before she lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, fouling. I think Gracious there just reached in. Palmer didn't have anywhere to go, so fortunate event there for the Titans.
Her first. Through the hands of White. See both teams with similar philosophies down low. Carroll against Huber, Illinois Wesleyan against Gracious.
Yeah, both bringing multiple defenders, trying to make those post players, make decisions, which maybe they're not as comfortable as doing. Huber, again, the right idea there, just a little high on the pass.
Halfway through the third. Alverson, lob inside. There's the slew of jerseys, toe on the line. Check that, they call a foul. I didn't see an open or a closed hand from our officiating crew.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a mystery there. She didn't really make the call, so it's confusing. I thought it was out of bounds as well. But again, Titans sent 2-3 defenders at Gracious on the block.
The shoe was definitely on the line. It's a matter of if there was a foul or not, and that is the ruling. Now the question is, who's the guilty party? Taking a look at foul trouble for the Titans. If that foul is on Bali, Huber, or Bardick, that's number 3.
I want to say maybe Powers it was given to. I don't know what she put up, but it looked like it was Powers that was asking about the call, so I'm assuming it was her.
Her first. Second on the Titans in the third quarter. It's been very light offensively on both sides since halftime. Titans with 5 points in the third. Carroll with just 3.
Yeah, I think both teams have made really good defensive adjustments here to start the third quarter. Both are bringing multiple people when the ball's on the block, being really solid, forcing tough shots, not giving up second chance opportunities. And that's what you would expect from the top 2 teams in this conference. They both are very well coached, made really good adjustments, and now you're going to just kind of see the chess match play out here over the next 15 minutes.
A chance to be in the driver's seat for the top seed in the conference tournament.
And like we talked about earlier, Matt, there's too many players that have been on Carroll's team that have won in this gym, and so they're not scared of this moment.
Rangel off the glass.
Good
He
defense.
has 9.
Yeah, it was really good defense there by Kate Palmer. Just a better offensive play there by Wrangell.
Right back to where we started at halftime. Bardick again. Rare miss from deep. And also one of the first few offensive boards for the green and white.
Yeah, second chance here. Let's see if they can take advantage of the possession.
Volley. Third chance. Powers can't make him pay. Titans with a 4th opportunity. Huber has her pocket pick. No foul called.
Yeah, they're really letting them play there, and then Carroll down on the other end.
Nielsen heard footsteps. The second goal results in a shooting foul.
Yeah, it was a tough break. You know, they had 4 opportunities on the offensive end. The Titans did. It looked like Huber got fouled. No call, then leak out, and they, call the foul here. So tough break there, but, you have to play through that. The whistle goes your way sometimes it doesn't. So
Nielsen, 11 of 17 from the free throw line entering today. White and Knudsen at the scorer's bench. Split pair.
Yeah, I know Coach Smith was asking for an explanation there, and, sometimes when that happens, you see the whistle blow on this end. So we'll see what this offensive possession brings here for the Titans. This is the half-court execution, though, I was talking about, Matt. They've played a lot in the half-court today, and so really over the next, 14 minutes of this game, we have to see them execute at a high level to get back in it.
White, it's a good start.
Yeah, really good action there, a shuffle to a down screen. Sawyer White wide open for the 3.
First 3 for the Montini Catholic alum, shooting 25% on the campaign. Wrangell off her foot.
Yeah, and, credit Sawyer White. That was all her. She really heated the ball up, forced Wrangell into a turnover there. Really nice defense.
But now it's about compounding the momentum if you're Illinois Wesleyan.
Yeah, you have to take advantage here. Have another good offensive possession here. Carroll's able to get set defensively.
Huber, confusion on the Pioneers' end.
Yeah, and that's the same action they like to run. Huber catches at the left elbow, opposite post dive, and she just clears and goes.
She's in double figures for the 19th time. Turnover, 2-on-1. Foul. Oh.
Yeah, really good job there by the Titans creating another turnover. Huber almost the and 1, but gives herself a chance to get to the free throw line for 2. Not sure where Wrangell was that time. She needed to get back in the picture there for the Pioneers to help them out offensively.
Huber shooting 74% from the stripe this year. First trip today. Fouls on Paulskill, her second. And the team's second of the half. Perfect pair.
Yeah, now a chance for the Titans to set up the full court pressure, which has bothered the Pioneers here over the last couple of minutes.
Back to a 1-score game. Titans a 7-0 run over the last minute. White with the steal keeps it in bounds. Huber, no whistle, but a bucket. Timeout called by the Pioneers.
Yeah, Sawyer White has just changed the game here over the last minute and a half. Hit the big 3, forced 2 turnovers, and Huber able to capitalize offensively.
Wesleyan a 9-0 run in the last minute and change. Carroll, once an 18-point lead, is down to 1.
Yeah, and that's, the Titans have just really increased their defensive pressure and created all sorts of havoc for the Pioneers. They really need a good possession here, but credit to the Titans defense. They've been really good here over the last 3 minutes.
Outscoring the Pioneers 14-6 in the second half.
And I know Coach Lindsay Schultz was at half court trying to get that timeout. I think she was upset. I think she thought the ball was out of bounds on the sideline there. So definitely fired up, but playing in a tough environment, hard to hear, a lot going on. So, again, the Pioneers have a lot of veteran players. Let's see how they answer.
Both teams have been in this exact environment before. A packed crowd in the 309.
Absolutely, and this is the game we all expected, and so excited here to see what the last 13-minute brings.
Big possession for the Pioneers out of the timeout. Mismatch against Knutson, and that's exactly what she can do. She's a silencer.
Yeah, and I think Rangel was probably very upset at herself for the last 2 turnovers. She wanted that basketball, and she just wasn't going to be denied a really good offensive play there. Gets the and one, took advantage.
Most importantly, that's the 4th foul on Katie Knutson.
Yeah, which is big. She's been really good inside for them, defensively especially, keeping them, gracious off the glass, and so that's a big foul for the Titans.
Laura Malum still out with injury.
The momentum here is still favoring the Titans, so let's see what they can, do on this offensive possession, take advantage.
Much need of an answer. Bardick threw a landmine. Foul call on the shot.
Yeah, and that's what you would expect from a player like Ava Bardick. Very aggressive there on that offensive opportunity. Knew she had the advantage, and a really nice move to get herself to the free throw line.
Bardick's first free throw attempts of the day. 82% this year.
You can see as the Titans have made more threes, the floor is kind of spread a little bit. That's given them some more driving lanes, which has certainly been to their advantage here in the third quarter.
2 for 2. Loker.
Grecia's working hard, wants the ball, but the Titans are doing a really good job.
5 to shoot. Second straight and one.
Yeah, they just milked that clock. It was under 5, and Rangel just makes a really good offensive play. Not much Bardick could do there.
Rangel with 14 points. It's Bardick's third. As a defender, you really can't lay off.
Right. She's not a great three-point shooter, but she's certainly capable. She just had the step there, and she does such a good job of using her body.
Second straight three-point play. Rangel scored the last 6 for the Pioneers. Called on the ground. The 4th on the Pioneers.
Yeah, and if you're the Pioneers, you're okay with that foul. You were beat off the bounce, and you're not putting them to the free throw line, so a chance to set here in the half court.
Huber against 3 blue jerseys, still finishes.
Yeah, nice move there by Huber. Had a screen to the backside. She was left open and was able to convert for 2.
Loker dumps off to Grecius. Titans with an opportunity to tie with a 3 with just over a minute left in the third. Good job by Bardick keeping it in bounds. Foul called on Loker. That's her 4th.
Yeah, and Loker just super aggressive on the perimeter there, and Titans have done a good job of being able to catch and then get by off the dribble on her and forcing her to commit the foul.
Both teams in the bonus.
On that last Pioneer possession, that was Grecia's, I think, first shot of the third quarter, and so if you're Titans, you're certainly pleased with that.
The draw back within 1, you bet. Halverson with 5 off the backboard. 2 seconds. Hand up, shot clock violation.
Yeah, really good defensive possession there by the Titans. Forced a shot from Halverson. You know, she didn't look comfortable shooting it. Not a great three-point shooter anyway. And then not enough time there to really get a quality shot on the offensive rebound.
11-second differential between shot and game clock.
Yeah, Titans here, you just want to make sure you're getting a good look offensively.
Can't find a better one than that. Titans with the lead.
Yeah, really unselfish play there by Lauren Huber to find Kate Palmer, and a really, really good offensive possession. She makes a 3.
Their first lead since it was 2-0 with 9:42 left in the first quarter. Four seconds. Wisner looking desperately. Buzzer beater goes from Barger.
Yeah, a good cut there. They didn't have anywhere to go, but nice defensive possession, for the Titans, and a really good third quarter from them.
So the Pioneers strike last, but the Titans outscore Carroll by 9. And Brittany, it's just like we expected this time of year. The team that wins the fourth wins the ball game. Final 10 when we come back on IWSports.com. Start of the fourth quarter in front of a packed Shirk Center in Bloomington. Matt Sossler, Brittany Carper, the winner, controls their destiny towards the top seed in the conference tournament with 5 games left, and we're even at 57. Pioneers start with the basketball. They led by 9 at halftime.
Yeah, we got to a tie, not the way we all expected it to be, with the 18-point lead by the Pioneers, but, we're in for a really good 10 minutes here.
Backdoor, and the Bloomington native Barger has the last 4 for the Pioneers.
Yeah, and that's, when you double like that, if you're a good and able passer like Gracious is, you're going to find some advantages.
Also, Katie Knudsen with 4 fouls. Bardick with the answer.
Yeah, great pull up there from Bardick. She had the advantage on Gracious just in size and quickness.
17 for the Lincolnshire native. Just 6 points away from a 1,000 career. One of the underlying stories of this contest.
Yeah, absolutely. She'll be happy if she gets that.
Front by Powers, taken away by White. Palmer. Got it.
Really great ball movement there from the Titans. Bardick didn't have anything. She pushed it up. White with the reversal to Palmer, had her feet set. Really good basket.
She's made her last 2 triples. White nearly a takeaway.
The Titans have been really good from the three-point line tonight, 8 of 15.
Foul called on the shot against Palmer. That's her second, team's first.
I know Palmer upset with that one. It looked like Barger was tripping. Official kind of gave the benefit of the doubt there to the offensive player. But, you're like where you're guarding, how they're guarding here in the second half. And so, you're upset with the whistle there, but happy with what you're doing defensively.
She shoots less than 50% from the free throw line. So I guess if you're going to foul, that's the way to do it. However, Brittany, if this is a miss, you got to get the board.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to make sure you clear the glass here.
Indeed they do. Powers all alone, and beautiful footwork.
Yeah, really good find there. And Coach Schultz calls the timeout. Unhappy there with the transition defense off a missed free throw.
Just one left for the Pioneers. That's another number to keep in the back of your mind as the Titans have a 5-point lead.
Yeah, definitely. When you're in a close game like this down the stretch, in women's basketball with the ability to advance the ball, you always want to keep those. But she's coached in enough games. She understands the momentum has really, really turned here. And so she has to find a way to settle her team down and get a good offensive possession here.
Titans another 7-0 run over the last 90 seconds. But like we've seen, Brittany, this is a Carroll team that can turn things on real fast.
They can, and definitely with two players with the capabilities of Rangel and Grecius, they have that ability, but the Titans have just done an amazing job this second half of really locking down Grecius, and so it's got to be a point of emphasis here over the last 8 minutes. If you're the Pioneers, she has to find a way to get touches, get herself involved. She made a really nice pass at the end of the third quarter there, and so she's got to find a way to get involved here in the last 8 minutes.
Pioneers have been decent out of the timeout. Last timeout that Coach Schultz took, it resulted in an and one. Just confirming the correct amount of timeouts, and indeed it is one on the scoreboard for the Pioneers.
Yeah, and I'm sure she's hoping that number was 2, but that is correct. So
stripped by White. Eventually finds Huber. Rolling pass. Offensive board and the finish.
Yeah, good job there by Huber to track down the offensive rebound. And as good as the Pioneers did in the first half on the defensive glass, they've been really, really poor in the second half on there.
Her 5th rebound of the day. Grecius, foul on Powers.
Yeah, Powers just trying to be physical there. Grecius did a good job of really trying to impose her will offensively, and the official called Powers for the foul. But you like that aggression if you're the Titans.
Her second, team second.
Again, if you're the Pioneers, you have to have Rangel or Grecius get a touch.
There it is, but Rangel can't close the deal.
Yeah, it was a really nice move. She didn't finish, but again, got the look you wanted.
White downhill, foul call on the shot.
Yeah, White really pushed the issue there. A little bit of a bailout probably, but when you're being aggressive going to the rim, you're forcing the official to make a call.
Something that Coach Smith has preached all season long is for Sawyer White to be more aggressive from the shooting perspective. Maybe a hair too soon there, but still gets a trip.
Yeah, and they've been rewarding aggressive plays at the rim all night, and so if you're Sawyer White, you're really trying to force the issue there. You feel comfortable. You're up 7 points now, 8, so you get a trip to the free throw line.
Shoot 77% from the line entering today, 2 of 2 on that trip to the free throw line. Titans lead by now 9. Rangel can't answer, out of bounds. Titans get it. And you can tell, Brittany, that with 6:50 on the clock, Rangel's feeling the need to create for herself.
Yeah, definitely push the issue there. No one else touched the ball on that possession. And when Carroll moves the ball, they're getting good offensive looks. I think, she probably would want that possession back as well. But, she's trying to make something happen for her team.
Titans seeking their first double-digit lead of the day. Huber makes it happen.
Yeah, you just can't let Lauren Huber get downhill that far. She's too good, and she made him pay.
18 points for the Lombard native.
The Pioneers just searching for anything offensively.
Halverson gets space and breaks up a 3-minute scoring drought.
Yeah, she was wide open there off that cross screen, and then, the Titans are really focused on Grisha, so she was able to get the open look and then force the turnover there.
Pioneers playing 5-on-4 for the moment as Palmer went sprawling into the bleachers. Tie up. Titans have the arrow. Physicality definitely expected to increase over the last 5 minutes and change.
Yeah, and Rangel again trying to make something happen, missed that shot. Powers gets the rebound in the midst of 4 Pioneers there, and was able to hold on to it to get the jump ball and the Titan possession.
Powers with 6 boards. Huber foul on the rebound against Carroll. Looks like it's Wisner. That's her second.
Yeah, a little screen and roll there. Bardick into Huber. Didn't get the shot, but fought for the offensive rebound like she always does. And Pioneers picked up the foul.
Palmer checks in for Sarabali. Crowd begging Coach Schultz to burn her final timeout. I don't think that's in the deck of cards, at least as of now.
No, I think she'll hang on to that.
Double clutch. Rolls.
Yeah, friendly roll there. Nice offensive out of bounds for the Titans, and, converted the 2.
20 points for Huber. First time since the Wash U game from December the 1st this year that 2 Titans are at 20 or more.
Yeah, and really since Coach Smith put her back in the second quarter, you saw the tides kind of change for the Titans. They became aggressive. They were able to get really good offensive possessions, and she just does that for their team. She makes so many different things happen for them, both on the offensive and defensive end.
She picked up 2 early fouls in the first quarter. Rangel, another and 1. That's her 4th.
Yeah, really good play there. She wanted the post up about mid-post and turned and got the end one. She's just so crafty at the basket. It's not necessarily looks the cleanest, but she always gets the contact, has such great body control.
4th team foul on the Titans, so Carroll will shoot the rest of the way. Missed free throw. Rangel from the line is now 3 of 6.
Yeah, and that's important in a close game. They have the advantage now. Carroll can be pretty aggressive at the basket, trying to get to the free throw line.
1 dribble pickup. Rangel in the corner.
Yeah, and she knows she can't waste the time out there, and luckily someone came back to help her.
Loker in the game with 4 fouls. Wisner. Bardick with a strong rebound.
Yeah, best 3-point shooter for the Pioneers, so.
Coast to coast.
Really good play there by Ava Bardick off the rebound. Lost her footing, still able to get back under it and make the 2.
And a timeout called by the Titans with 4:20 to play, leading by 11. Brittany, I never thought I would say this when the Titans were trailing by 18 early in the second. Do you start playing the time and score game if you're Maya Smith?
I think so, and I think that's why she called the timeout. She wants to make sure, they're being solid defensively. They're able to get stops. They're making the right reads, offensively. It's a hard team to tell them to slow down because they're so good in transition, but I think, again, you're preaching, you're up 11, 4 minutes to go. Let's make sure we're taking quality shots on the offensive end and still guarding and rebounding defensively.
Taking care of the basketball and killing clock is the most important aspect in this juncture. Bardick with 19, Palmer and Huber with 20. It's been a tale of 2 halves, Brittany.
Yeah, it really has been, but I think the depth and the ability of so many different players from the Titans scoring has really worn down the Pioneers defensively. Gracious was really good early. Titans made a great defensive adjustment at half. Rangel, she's been aggressive. She's been able to score. But after that, they just really don't have the third, fourth, fifth scorer that can keep them in games when that happens.
Similar narrative that happened in the first game where it was Carroll controlling the game for the first 2.5 quarters. And then the Titans started to impose their will. We'll see if Carroll has a response here with time running out.
Yeah, I think this is a big offensive possession here. You need a basket and then see if they increase their pressure defensively at all.
Violation, 3 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, 3-second call there. Tried to drive it down, just got caught and nowhere to go. Titans did a good job of locking up all the passing lanes.
You'd expect Carroll to impose a little bit of pressure here.
I think so. They've got to try to create some turnovers here, and get back into the basketball game.
Titans struggled against the press last week, able to break it this time around, and now it's about taking some time.
Yeah, and a great decision there by Sawyer White. The lane closed, wasn't able to get the pass to the layup and just pulled it back out. Now you run some clock.
Under 10, right where the Titans want to be. Bardick, electric.
Yeah, and that's who you want to have the ball in your hand. She does such a good job of creating her own shot. And your Titans, you waste 30 seconds and you end it with a three. That's a thing of beauty at this point in the game.
That's page 1 of chapter 1 of Basketball 101, Brittany.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, nothing could have gone better in that possession. Rangel with a short 2 to answer, but again, you got to find a way to turn the Titans over here.
White caught in a very tough area, straddling the half-court line, but at the end of the day, Brittany, it's just about getting it over.
Yeah, and Huber, again, I think, like we talked about, Coach Smith in that timeout was probably preaching time and score, good offensive possessions. Normally, I think she would have been aggressive there, but really understands what they're trying to do.
1 second, another emergency hack blocked by Paulskill.
Yeah, and I don't know if Bardick was a little confused. She didn't understand the shot clock there. She was good the last time, but I think just honestly lost track of how much time was left, tried to skip past, and White was kind of in a no-win situation.
And you still see the Titans pressing.
Yeah, Sawyer White's done such a good job on Rangel full court, really making it difficult and taking a lot of time off of them.
Gracious heads to the line for an opportunity at her first points of the half.
Yeah, and that's just a testament to the team defense the Titans have played. Carroll ran a little backdoor play there. She got the pass. Huber a little late with the help, but if she's going to the line with 2:18 left in the game for her first points of the half, you're really happy if you're the Titans.
See Katie Knudsen check back in with 4 fouls. The Pioneers try to draw it back within 10.
Yeah, and Sawyer White to the bench here, so, maybe a little bit easier for Rangel against the press.
Wesleyan with 2 timeouts. And a turnover hit off the hands of Kate Palmer, so that means that the Pioneers have to go the length of the court.
Yeah, really good pressure there from the Pioneers to force the turnover, and now the opportunity to come back and get it under 10 here with a little over 2 minutes. So a big possession here.
Barger, count it in the foul.
Yeah, not the thing you wanted to do there if you're the Titans. Huber got the post up. Barger just really aggressive. She's left-handed, was able to turn and complete the layup there with the foul. Under 2 minutes, chance to cut it was 7. Really big free throw here.
In and out. Rangel from behind.
Yeah, good decision there by Palmer. Broke away from the pressure and then backed it out.
Try to work this under 10. Bardick at 22 points, 1 off of 1,000 career. 3. Rangel with the board. The Titans at least able to kill some clock.
Yeah, and she's got to go here. They don't have a lot of time. 8-point game.
Try and trim it to 5. Coach Schultz screaming to get it and cause action. And again, the Pioneers are in the bonus, so that puts them at the line.
Yeah, and she's been wanting that call all night, and that's just a situation. I know it's in Sawyer White's nature to be super aggressive, but you kind of have to understand time and score and where you're at in the foul count. Putting them to the line with this clock stopped is not the ideal situation for the Titans.
Rangel 3 of 6 today. Make that 3 of 7.
Yeah, normally above is 70% free throw shooter, so. You can definitely see a little bit fatigue here at the line. She's played a lot of minutes, had to handle a lot of pressure.
Split pair. Baseball pass, almost big trouble.
Yeah, dangerous pass there. Titans were able to corral it, but now you got to want to put it, ball out, waste the clock. You're not trying to be aggressive here.
Foul on Wisner. Her third and just the team's third, so they have a couple to give.
Yeah, and if you're Carroll here, you want to be super aggressive. If they call the foul, they call the foul. You could get the steal.
Key thing now with the shot clock under 20 is that if you do foul, the Titans get 20 seconds back. Just like there, that's on Grecius. Her second.
Yeah, and I don't think Coach Schultz wanted that foul. You just played, 17 seconds on the shot clock, and then you foul, and like you said, now it's back to 20, and the time is not on your side if you're the Pioneers.
Pioneers riding a 7-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Both teams in the bonus. And Palmer heads to the line. Barger's third, team's fifth. Loker's the lone Pioneer with 4 fouls. Katie Knutson, Lauren Huber, and Sawyer White each with 4 as well.
Yeah, and big free throws here from Kate Palmer. You want to kind of stop the momentum the Pioneers have had.
5 of 5 from the line. Try and make that hill a lot taller with under 50 seconds to play.
And with only one timeout, the Pioneers don't have a lot of opportunity to advance the ball.
Three. Key rebound from White. Palmer. Bit of a mixed look there. You want to take the best chance you have. Barger can't finish on the other side. Bardick.
Yeah, a really good challenge without fouling there by Ava Bardick.
Grecius Powers with the rebound. And a foul called. And they could start to feel it in Bloomington.
Yeah, some chances there for the Pioneers to cut into it, but with the lack of timeouts, Coach Schultz couldn't take advantage of using those and getting set plays. So a really good job by the Titans. Excuse me.
This would mark one of the largest comebacks in the last 15 years for Illinois Wesleyan. Obviously, you got George Fox, 23 in the Final Four, and actually national championship game in 2011. That was 23. It marked their largest of the year. They trailed by 15 down in Texas against Trinity on December the 27th. Since the 2008-2009 season, it would be the third largest comeback.
Yeah.
And a timeout called. The writing's on the wall.
It is, and just such a gritty effort from this team. They never really wavered when they got down 18. They just kind of kept grinding possession by possession, finally found their offensive rhythm, and once that third quarter started, I think they still had the momentum from the second quarter, and it just carried over and really made good adjustments at halftime.
And the key storyline is what they've done in terms of post defense. Natalie Gracious at the intermission was 7 of 10. Sitting right now, she's 7 of 13 and has only scored 2 points, both free throws, in the second half.
Yeah, every time she caught it on the block, there were 2 or 3 Titan defenders on her, making it hard for her to make any moves or shots, and then the passing lanes were closing quickly, so just a really good job of adjusting on her and making life difficult.
The Titans are closing in on a huge weight lifted off the shoulders. Had Carroll had hung on and won this game, in all likelihood the title game would be at Van Male in a few weeks. Now, as Gracious tries to make it look a little bit better, she does with her first field goal of the second half. And Bardick, this is interesting, heads to the free throw line, and her 1,000th point rides on her right hand. What a way to do it.
I wonder if she's aware of where she's at, but, she's the best free throw shooter on the Titan team, so I'm sure she's just thinking it's another 2 free throws.
Seeking to join Kate Palmer as another Titan to join the 1,000-point club this year, and Bardick does it. 1,000 career points for the Stevenson alum, an all-conference selectee, make it 1,001. It was Palmer who also did it on a free throw, get this, against Trinity.
Must be in the writing for them this year.
Rangel strikes last, and the Titans, in a game of destiny, come back from 18 down, and they control their own destiny to a basketball extravaganza at the Shirk at the end of the month.
It's a really good game between 2 really good teams, and I think we'll probably, if I had to guess, see this matchup again in the conference tournament, but just incredible win by the Titans.
All dancing from the green and white, Brittany. I talked with Coach Smith after the Elmhurst game saying that you're going to have to play in more games like this. Tight games, high-pressure games. Coach Smith replied with, I don't want to play in more of those games. I'm sure she's thrilled with how Illinois Wesleyan played in the second half.
Absolutely. I think, again, this team has been there, done that. They've, had their backs up against the wall before. Certainly playing at home helped. They had an unbelievable crowd behind them, really rode the momentum and fed off that. But just, a testament to who they are as a program and a team. And, there's a reason they're undefeated, and they understand what needs to be done.
And they know it too. They know how special this Titan crowd is. And you know what this Titan team just did? They just told this crowd if they can take care of business over the final few weeks of the season, they have invitations ready to hand out to this group of fans to come back the last weekend of February for the conference tournament.
Absolutely. There's just nothing like a home crowd, and when you get the support that the Titans do at home, they certainly understand what they're playing for. The momentum is on your side when you're at home. You just have so much more of a feeling of comfort, and so just a huge, huge win for them.
And I think Ava Bardick just got word from Katie Gonzalez that she's hit 1,000 career points.
I think so. They were all celebrating with her, so congratulations to her.
Such a big win as Bardick gets her recognition with that free throw.
Yeah, a cool moment for her to do it on your home court, especially. So super exciting, for her to have another career milestone.
Taking a picture with Kate Palmer. Again, I mentioned the other 1,000-point score to eclipse it this year. Lauren Huber did it earlier. Titans have 3 scorers in the column club on this team, and it looks like you win a game like this, we got to go triple feature. Coach Smith, Bardick, and Palmer when we come back on IWSports.com.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
What is
One more. Back at the Shirk Center in Bloomington, Matt Sossler, Brittany Carper, and one of our players of the game, Ava Bardick, 24 points. Those last 2 free throws get you over 1,000 career points in a much-needed win, trailing by 18 in the first half for Illinois Wesleyan. Take me through this one.
Oh, man. We knew it was going to be one of these games where it was just like a fight the whole time, and they're so well coached. They have, amazing players on that team, and it was just a battle. I mean, the first half was not us, and we were just kind of not playing as a team. It wasn't the way we normally play, and we had a good halftime talk. Coach talked us through a lot of stuff, and we wanted it really, really bad, and we knew this was going to be one of the toughest games of the season. Regardless of playoffs, this was going to be the game that we had to really get through, and I just think it was a really good team win.
First, congratulations on 1,000 points, Ava.
Thank
you. Talk about, you kind of said Coach Smith walked you through some of those adjustments at halftime. What was kind of the focal point, especially defensively? You really challenged Grecius differently in the second half. Can you kind of talk about that?
Yeah. So first, I mean, she's a great post player. We face a lot of good post players, but she's one of the best. And the first half, we were planning on fronting her and then helping from the backside, but we didn't really do that in the first half. So the second half, we really focused on getting in front and then counting on our help side to double in the back. And then the second thing on defense was transition. I think they scored, around maybe 8 points in transition in the first half, and I think that was kind of killing us. So we made it a main focus to kind of sprint back. Maybe don't send everybody to crash, send one back. So, yeah.
What was the message at halftime, trailing by 9? You've been in this position before, trailed by 11 up at their place, but this one you felt like it was a little bit steeper of a hill to climb. What was that message in the locker room, especially coming out firing in the third?
Man, Kate Palmer is our leader, and she gets on us, and she really pushes us to just be our best. And in that moment, we weren't playing the way we should, and she lets us have it, and it's good. And Coach really pushes. I mean, we should always listen, but sometimes we are in the game and we aren't focused on what she's saying. And I think her making sure we locked into what she said was just one of the biggest things. Once we listen, we are unstoppable. So.
Never asked you this question directly, but reaching that 1,000-point milestone, you're the third active Titan to hit it. You're still a junior. Take me through reaching that milestone and then what lies ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's special. I haven't gotten to play here for 3 years. I was somewhere else my freshman year, and I'm grateful for that. But getting it here is huge. Like, this has become my home. These people have become my family, and just getting it in the Shirk Center is just amazing. Like, I was really hoping I wouldn't get it when I was somewhere else, because getting it here is just so special. And as for what lies ahead, I mean, we just go game by game. I don't even know who's next. Like, that's how much we focus on who we play, because I don't even know who we play on Saturday. But just taking it game by game.
Well, one could say that Carroll could have let you dribble out the clock, but in a game of destiny, it had to be that they fouled you, send you to the line for 2. Currently at 1,001 career points, Ava Bardick will be joined by Kate Palmer on the other side on IWSports.com.
Thank you.
Back in Bloomington, Matt Sossler, Brittany Carper with another one of our players of the game, Kate Palmer. Kate, before we dive into the game itself, you're a vocal leader on this team. Halftime, you're down 9, trailed by as many as 18. What was your message in the locker room?
We've been here before, and we are a great team. We have the experience. And work on getting your confidence up, playing within yourself. Don't try to do too much, do the little things, sprint down the floor, play defense, be in the gaps, and just play within yourself. We have been in these positions and use that to our advantage. So I'm really proud of my team.
Certainly you guys know winning this game, you kind of control your destiny from here on out in hosting the conference tournament. How important is that for you guys to, have the chance to host the conference tournament?
Very important, and this team, we have come together since the first day of the off season in the spring, and we set our goals, and everything from like winning one game at a time all the way to the big goal at the end of the season that we're chasing. So definitely one of our goals and what we work for every day.
Going specific into this game, Carroll's doing almost everything right in the first half. You keep Natalie Gracious virtually scoreless in the second half. So almost a tale of the 2 games that were here last year, where game 1, Gracious was almost non-existent. She obviously put up a career high in the CCIW title game. How much did that mean for this team, eliminating her from the ballgame?
For sure. She had 20 points at halftime. I looked at the team. I think she had around 33 points or something conference tournament last year, and I said, hey, we're not going to let her do this again. And Mallory was guarding her most of the second half, and I looked at her, I said, give me your best defense you've played your entire life, and she went out and she did that, so I'm really proud of her.
Yeah, you kind of touched on this. You said, just really playing within yourself. I thought, from here, definitely, certainly saw that. Do you think that's just experience or just an understanding of you've been in the position before? Kind of talk about that, because obviously I think that was a really big key to the game.
For sure. I think part of it is experience. These games last year, I'm not 100% confident we would have won. But, at halftime, I still was 100% confident we would win this year, because we do have the experience. And with the experience also comes the chemistry with the team and playing together and knowing where to get each other the balls and and hyping each other up. So for sure, experience plays a huge part in it.
This Shirk Center crowd, really one of the first times this year that you get the Shirk Center. We got a couple of big Saturdays, but on a Wednesday night, very similar to the Milliken game from last year. Talk about this crowd and how it helped you all fight through a very treacherous road to victory.
It was great. First of all, it hypes us up, gets us going into the game. I think we were still down by 15 and we hit a 3 and crowd was cheering, and it's like, all right, it feels like it's like a 2-point game the way they're getting into it, so we got to start going here. And then also, it really wears down on the visiting team, so we're extremely grateful for the crowd we had, and would love it if they could keep coming out.
You go into one of the toughest environments on Saturday, up at Carthage, to try and keep this undefeated season alive, improve to 21 wins on the year this upcoming weekend. What's it going to take to bottle up all the excitement and exhilaration and turn your focus ahead to the Firebirds?
For sure. Come into that game being the aggressors, never be on our heels, and prove why we're the number 2 team in the country for all 4 quarters. I think that's what it's going to take.
Before I let you go, Ava Bardick, joining the Comma Club the same way you did. Not necessarily a free throw to ice it, but to tack on to the lead. You now have 3 active players in the Comma Club. What's it mean to have that group?
It's not very often you find 3 players on the same team all hit the 1,000-mark point. So, huge accomplishments. Super proud of her, and she deserves it for sure. She's working her butt off, and she's playing with extreme confidence right now, and I love it. And when Ava Bartik is out there playing with confidence, that makes her team go, and it's great to see and extremely happy for her.
Kate Palmer on the post-game show. We'll take a quick 30 and be joined by Maya Smith on IWSports.com.
Berg drives one in the air to center field. This is down for a base hit. The Titans are going to win the ball game. Ethan Berg walks it off, and the Titans storm all the way back with 9 runs in their last 2 innings. They win it tonight, 13-12.
Titans win by 6 over the Pioneers after trailing by 18 in the first half. Matt Sossler, Brittany Carper alongside head coach Maya Smith. Coach, a true come-from-behind victory, the 3rd largest comeback since the 2008-2009 season for this group, with a lot on the line. You now control your own destiny towards hosting the conference tournament. What did this win in the way it happened mean to you?
I think the way it happened means the most, Matt. And I have to tell you, I've been here 27 years, and I've never been more proud to be a Titan. Those students that came out and rallied, they were 6th man, they were 7th man, they were 8th man, you name it. They were making free throws. We weren't. We could not have won that ball game without our student body today. So I hope they know how much we appreciate them, how much they're loved. I do give some credit to my girls. They fought back. We just were not ourselves in that early. I think the pressure might be, there a little bit. We talk about it, but still sometimes I think it appears. So that might have been the reason for the first quarter. And we didn't look like ourselves. We came down the floor dead ball and running sets. That's not who we are. We're transitioned. So I'm not sure where that came from, but what a great, just a great performance by Ava, by Lauren, by KP. And I don't know if anybody caught the difference, but Mallory Powers on Grishis. Grishis had 20 points in the first half. She ended with 25. Mallory Powers.
Yeah, certainly some defensive adjustments in the second half. And you kind of touched just the depth of your team and how many people contribute in different ways. I know you had 3 over 20, but then you look, Mallory has 9 rebounds, Sawyer 5 assists, 5 steals. Against a team like Carroll, who has 2 really outstanding players, how important is it that you have the depth to kind of overcome that?
Yep. I thought our rotations were pretty good. We used 1 timeout just for rest. And going down the stretch, I was making sure how many I had because I thought we might need them because we were really gassed. We're playing 7, I think, right now. We really need Laura Malum to get healthy and get back with us. But the way they rotated, we had different people on different people the whole time. So it wasn't just like Lauren Huber guarded the point guard a couple of times. Sawyer guarding Rangel, shutting her down a little bit. So it was definitely a team and a unified win, and just really proud of how they held true to who they were in that second half.
You mentioned rotations. You mentioned only playing 7, and also in a game where you're without your backup post, Laura Malum, Katie Knudsen gets into early foul trouble, forcing the hand to Mallory Powers, who last year was primarily a guard, still this year quasi-primarily a guard, I guess, but also working down low with the post during practice and then locking down one of the premier posts, if not in the country, in the conference in the country.
Yeah, and Mal came to me and said, Coach, I can do it. And that is such a testament to who she is. She knew she wasn't contributing on the offensive end. We knew we needed her in there to rebound, which she did. And then she made the switch. I'll guard the post player, Coach. I can use my length. And sure enough, brains over brawn, I think, in that one. But really a great job by Mallory.
The confidence paying off there with the win. You get to control your own destiny. There's still a lot of work to do with 5 conference games left. But this win provides a little bit of insurance for the Titans. Obviously, much greater goals, but how big was it to get a win today heading into the rest of the season?
Well, this group has a goal, and that goal is to be unblemished in the regular season. So we still have to take it one game at a time, but I love how they know the importance of each game, and you can see the fight in them. I mean, that was a heck of a battle, and a really good Carroll team. I hope Carroll knows that they're a pretty good team. Lots of different weapons there. But, yeah, just the fact that we gritted it out, it wasn't pretty at times, but the effort, I thought, for the most part, was almost always there.
Yeah, I think, you kind of said this, and I mentioned it on air, the pressure of the first quarter. And I think, Carroll came out, they were very
loose.
free,
Yeah.
They were loose, and they won on this court in a big moment, in a big game. How do you go going forward? I know it's kind of the elephant in the room. You don't want to talk about it too much each game, but each win, the pressure kind of mounts. And I know you have a veteran squad, but what's your message kind of every day to them about, just approaching it as a game?
Yeah, we talk about trust a lot, and just trust the process. Trust your prep. Trust how good you are. Trust how good you've worked in the off season to get to this point. And that's the difference. I mean, we came in ready on the very first weekend, proved ourselves. And so now it's just a matter of when you're a good team like we are, we're 20-0. You can't make leaps and bounds of getting better, like Elmhurst,
right.
Leaps and bounds. So you got to take every day, and we talk about 1% better every day. And that may not seem like a lot to a lot of people, but we just had 64 practices. We've had 20 games. That's 84 1%. So that's how we do it, 1% at a time.
Love that.
Coach, you have Carthage on Saturday, obviously following a big win like this. What's the plan over the next few days to bottle up the excitement, knowing that you have to attack Saturday the same way that you came out in the second half here today?
And so tomorrow, I know in practice it's going to have to be lighter. It's probably going to have to be more offense, maybe just some shots, a lot of stretching, maybe some up and down the floor to make sure we can stay loose like that. And then we'll do a scout. We'll do a pretty thorough scout. We'll probably spend most of our time on that, and then come back on Friday and try to rev up practice a little bit. And Friday we do have a very special night. We'll be attending the Night to Shine out at the church, and be the red carpet crew for all those very special need people. So we're very excited about that.
Matt Sossler, Brittany Carper, and head coach Maya Smith. Coach, my final question for you. Ava Bark joins the 1,000-point club. You got Kate Palmer right there with you, her coming up for post-game and taking that picture on the floor. The two of them doing it in the exact same way almost over the last 6 to 8 weeks. What's it mean to have 3 active Comma Club members?
Oh, Matt, I love those girls, and we're so glad Ava became a Titan. We got her on the rebound, but I guess it's better late than never, and thrilled for her. She's earned every second of it, and to join Kate and Lauren, it's really a true honor.
And Mallory Powers closing in on that milestone as well. More on that when we come back. But after an exhilarating Titan win, trailing by 18 and winning by 6 to control their own destiny in the conference, head coach Maya Smith. Coach, thanks so much and congrats on the win.
Thanks, Matt. Hi, Grandma Felina.